Assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullah. It's Crew George, and this is right now. There's Austin, is one of my privates. We're going to be working on the technique that we've been working on. He's been here only for a short period of time, probably show you something. Assalamu alaykum wa rahmatullah. Sawadee. So what we're going to do is just going to try to show two different things, okay? We're not going to demonstrate what we call the actual kick or the actual punch techniques to this, just a setup to it. It's called a thing called the push and the pull, okay? In Maisonets Thai boxing and in a lot of other Thai camps, they call it different. Everybody has their own terminology. This is one of ours, okay? You understand? If I'm trying to set you up, first of all, I'm doing all my laws. I'm up on my feet, I'm moving, I'm watching where I'm setting myself at. He's here. If I wanted to use my jab into a switch kick, my jab does not have to make contact to my opponent's face. My jab could be made contact to his left hand or his right hand. I don't like going here because a straight cross can catch me. So if I'm conventional, I would stand there. If he was southpaw, I would go for his front hand. Okay? I would watch that hand there because I can move my body out of range. Okay, so go back. If he's here, I am hitting that rear hand, knowing that this hand is there also can get me to jab to move that hand to protect. So when I'm throwing my jab, what I'm doing is basically just maneuvering his limbs. So while I'm here, I'm closing distance. Stay where you're at. I'm closing distance, and when I close distance, all I'm gonna do is this. So when I do this, I go from my toe, push out, come back. So when he attacks, I want my switch kick in there. This is what we call a pull technique. I'm pulling him into me. Why? Because when you're behind a car and the car moves out the lane, that car wants to go right through. So if I'm fighting him, I'm pulling him. That energy of the car moving pulls that car going through. When that car moves out of that lane, I'm moving out of the lane. I'm here, I'm pulling. Then that goes right inside. It goes right inside. What I'm looking for is to set him up to get that shot in. Got it? Now we're going to go into a push technique. A push technique is different. When I'm pushing him, I'm trying to fit a technique in. So it's different than pulling. So I'm pushing him so I can fit something in. So while I'm here, my straight cross could hit his hand. It doesn't want to hit just his hand or his hand. It wants to hit anything in the center to push straight through. So if I'm here, I'm going to push and leave it. I'm not pulling it back. If I pull it back, it becomes a pull technique. I am using this technique as a push to fit something in. So while I'm fighting and I'm touching, so right when I go here, if this was his face or his hands, and even if he long guards, and I push, I'm fitting that in. So I'm not snapping back the straight cross, because once I snap it back, it becomes a pull. I am pushing. So if I'm hitting, let's say, with a jab and a hook, and a push, I'm coming right in. That's what I'm looking for when it comes to the kick. So I'm looking into that shot, right in. I'm going light because I don't want to hurt my son's body. So I'm just trying to go light with the technique. The pull is hit, pull back, wait for his reaction, then he comes, whang. The push is fit a technique. Ha, 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 ha. Once it becomes heavy, the hammer comes heavy, it pushes that in. So once it becomes heavy, it pushes it in, which pulls it in, which pulls it in, and I can keep going from there. That's the difference between a pull and a push technique off a switch kick. So, hope you like the technique. This is what it is. Kruyod Hamzah, Yot Ming Pong, the Great Scorpion. Sawadee, khrup.